Right, we're at Southesk School. I'm here just to show you one or two things that a councillor gets up to during the week. I've had complaints about traffic and parking round about Southesk School, so today I've arranged to meet an officer from Roads Department who's going to have a look at it with me this morning, and that's what I'm about to do. Okay, we're outside Southesk School now. The school has now gone in. It's just after 9:15, and I've had my meeting with the roads engineer. We've been round the school, and quite usefully he's picked up one or two things that we can do to improve matters. There is an absence of yellow lines round a couple of corners. One of them has been marked up, and he'll progress that. And at the junction with Southesk Street there should be yellow lines which cover the crossing point, and we'll show you in a minute where there's a crossing point being obscured by a parked vehicle. Car's been there for some time. I don't know whether it's abandoned, but clearly it's preventing anyone using the crossing point. We've also looked at perhaps putting some barriers on an area of pavement that apparently is used for illegal parking, so that's been quite useful. I'm just passing the car that is actually parked at the crossing point. If you can perhaps see, behind me here, the car is actually parked at a crossing point, which is clearly is actually illegal, but the roads people will put yellow lines here to make it absolutely clear, and that will obviously make it clear that you shouldn't be parking round about the corner between Southesk Street and Hill Place. We've got to be very careful we don't put too many yellow lines here, because obviously there's a lot of people living here and they need somewhere to park, but certainly round about the corners in the vicinity of a school we shouldn't have parking. So that's it. So one or two actions there. Hopefully we'll get those seen to in due course. Okay, Monday morning about 10 o'clock, we're in the park at Ferryden, and there's been quite a lot of work done here recently by the council, some drainage work and also some tarring of a number of paths. And I've been brought over here by a constituent who's complained about, amongst other things, the condition of this path, and I'll swing the camera around to show you the condition the path has been left in by the contractors, and you'll see that it's a real mess. The edging hasn't been finished, that the tar is already cracking up, and the grass on either side is now not being cut. I think because so much earth has been left around, it really is a real eyesore. Hopefully you can see that. I'll just swing the camera behind me, but you can see the condition of the path. For a new path, it really is, it's a mess. There's been some drainage work done in the park as well. We don't know how effective that's been. And there's another issue in that there's another piece of work where there's been some Harris fencing round the work for a couple of months. It looks like that work has been forgotten about, so I'll certainly be pursuing the parks manager on both those issues. There's a further piece of work which we identified last time we were over here, which was to retar a path that runs between Grampian View and the school crossing point on Craig Road. I think that has now been, there is money in place to do that. The work hasn't actually started yet, but I think that's in hand. So, little report from Ferryden.